Hey, welcome to Most Moto Mindset of Successful Thinking. Moto is short for motivation. I just had one thing I want to talk to you about today, and I'm doing two videos. I'm going to do, because a lot of you may know or may not know, but I'm going to make it very clear to you. You know, I do a lot of public speaking. I love to encourage and inspire people to be better than they were 5 minutes ago before they met me. But my day-to-day job is doing mortgage lending. I'm a banker. I've been a banker for over 15 years, and I help people, get homes. I help people refinance home. I help people pay their debt off. I help people become financially stable. That's what I do for a daily living. So I've had people actually ask me, hey, Troy, why don't you do a little bit more discussion or talking about, credit things and banking things and all that, and about mortgages and purchasing a house and how to strengthen your credit. So I'm gonna do that, but that's on another video. Right now I want to talk about this, man. And with a lot that's going on with the political stuff and what's going on Supreme Court wise and all that, it made me think about, how we got a lot of people that always talk about you don't need school or you don't need education or blah, blah, blah. And, for me being African-American or being black or whatever the term may be at this point, but African-American, we've seen education be very vital. It's important to have around you, to be around it, to help you strengthen your mind, because at one time it was against the law for us to be educated. It was against the law for us to learn. It was against the law for us to be able to read. So we take that, seriously. A lot of people do take it seriously. So you gotta be careful where you're getting your information from. And so a lot of people get a lot of information because they don't research or they don't do any type of follow-up through social media. I have a master's degree in education, administration supervision. So I take education seriously. And since everyone get a lot of their education or their learning from social media, hey, I do the same thing. I look at a lot of videos, a lot of reels, a lot of short stuff, a lot of short videos, but you have to be vigilant of what you look at and what you consume. And when you consume it, you might want to actually pay attention to where the source of who you get information from, because then that person that you're listening to or taking it as Bible from, you may want to question to make sure that, hey, what are their sources? Like in school, when you was writing a paper or you doing any type of research paperwork, the instructor or the teacher say, hey, cite your sources to give you validity of what you're saying. So while you listen to things on social media and listen to different laws or things like that, make sure you cite your sources, or make sure the person that you're listening to can cite where they're getting their information from. Because they can just be pulling out of thin air. Even if it's your mama. A lot of people know I like to watch a lot of attorney court and all that type of stuff. And your mama may have told you that might be your daddy, but did you get the source? Did you actually go back and look at the paperwork? Did the DNA say? The paperwork states that's the father. So you got to go back and get your sources, man. Cite your sources. Make sure you know where your information is coming from, so you don't be out here looking like a lame duck. Remember, the true outcome of having a mindset of successful thinking is having an unwavering expectation of successfully achieving a predetermined goal, knowing that the outcome is supposed to happen. Make sure when you out here getting information or listening to someone or looking at a TikTok or looking at a short reel, that the sources are verified, and make sure they cite their sources, or you cite your sources. Let people know where you're getting your information from. Now holla.